Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here as I take the thumbnail for this video in the replay right now. So, I obviously have a replay for you guys, and well, this is the small links, and it's being piloted by a renamed user. So, the small links is a relatively new ship to World of Warships. It is the definition of balance. Or Russian bias, whatever you want to call it, because oh my god, this thing is insane, as renamed user is going to show us today. So this ship has 16 guns, 16 130mm guns. Think Atlanta, but with a significantly more amount of vodka, because this thing's crazy. So I'm not exactly sure of renamed captain build here. But the range on the small link, 16.8 kilometers. He has 11.2 kilometer detection range, and his torpedoes have a range of 8 kilometers. The small links comes with a heel, smokescreen, and hydroacoustic search. Now, smokescreen is a huge boost to any type of rapid fire HE spammy ship, which the small links is most definitely in this category. And it's kind of like the Flint, but more guns. Because the Atlanta has six, that's 12. Then it's got 2 side turrets with 2, so it's got the Atlanta has 16 guns too. At least I think 2 guns, because you got 3 in the front, 3 in the back, with 2 guns per turret. That's 12, and yeah, that's 16 guns. So it's an Atlanta with a smoke screen and torpedoes. Well, what's the Atlanta? Well, I should say, because the torpedo has, the Atlanta has torpedoes, but these torpedoes are actually useful because they're further range than 4 kilometers. Also, the small links, like the Alaska, has pretty much no armor, so while the ship is annoying to constantly be peppered by, it's not that hard to deal with if you're in a battleship and you have a clean shot at it. You're going to pin it pretty much regardless of angle. So, renamed user here is opening up on an unfortunate Alaska strait within his firing range. This is also a tier 10 and 9 game. There's no tier 8s. And Iowa's now within range. Look at those arcs. Jeez. So the small links benefits from Russian gun velocity, obviously, as you're seeing on screen right now. 8 shells, an 8% chance to start a fire, which is pretty insane on a ship with this fast of a fire rate and with 16 guns. As you can see, he's already started a fire after only 8 hits. Some more pins. I believe that was an Ibuki he was currently burning. Iowa is now within his range. He is doing his best to burn him to the ground, which is being pretty dang effective. I think he broke something on the Ibuki there. Yeah, this is... yeah. Oh boy, I've been on the receiving end of this thing quite a few times this week in my curve first, and I gotta say, it's not fun being, oh, there's another fire, just being burned to death like this. I mean, again, like I said, if you catch them out in the open, they're not that hard to deal with. All you have to do is hope that your shells hit them, and you'll do a fair amount of damage to them. But when you're hiding a smokescreen like this, unless you have someone with radar, you kind of just have to take it and either hide or try to mitigate the damage coming from it. Oh, he's now working on a Georgia. He's located, probably by one of the destroyers. Pops his hydro, because being located usually means there's a destroyer around you. Destroyer with, what's that? Radar, directional, find, RDF, whatever it is. That's a skill that destroyers usually take. Or, oh, yep, there we go. Torpedoes, it looks like... oh, I didn't get a chance to get the torpedoes there. He's back on the 1, 2, 3, 4... looks like 5 torpedoes each, 2 torpedoes. Two sets of torpedoes. They're not that fast. Might be Russian torpedoes. I'm not sure. There's a Khabarovsk in this match. So it could be his torpedoes, because they do look rather slow. Oh, of course, the curve first just took out the friendly Musashi, so bye-bye. Currently, friendly team has capped 2 points, red team has capped 2 points, but that Musashi kill has given the enemy team the lead. And now, renamed user is repositioning, although I wouldn't be too afraid of destroyers in this thing, because my god, you could surely melt them down quite fast with the guns on this thing. I'm assuming he's moving so he doesn't get spotted, so those battleships don't tear into him. Ooh! Enemy Yoshino just took out the friendly Neptune, so now it's 2 friendly ships down to no red ships sunk. Renamed users now opening back up on the helpless ships out. Ooh, there goes. Sets another fire on. Wasn't on the Alaska. Lord, he fires at so many ships and moves on to the next one. I can't really tell who he's firing at. But it looks like the ship that fire set on Isling, but up there's another fire on the Alaska. A second fire on the Alaska. Poor Alaska. Kerr first going undetected for his benefit. Minotaur, however, is not undetected. I can't tell if he's not locking onto him or if the replay is just not able to keep up with how fast he's moving his mouse around. Because he looks like he's firing on the Alaska and the shells are... Yeah, the shells are hitting. They're connecting, so I'm assuming he's locking onto him, but the replay is just glitching out. Enemy team is now capping the B cap. This will leave the friendly team with only the C cap, and looks like most of the enemy team is trying to squeeze in behind that island, just to the southwest of the B cap. Probably in large part due to a renamed user here just melting them every chance he gets. I mean, hey, I would definitely be trying to get that mountain between me and this never-ending pain train. Oh, there's a sneaky little map peek. That's an old move. Just now working on the Kerr first. Oh, poor Kerr first got a fire set him. And Alaska is now poking his head out. He is concentrating his flamethrower on the Alaska now. That's second fire on the Kerr first. Jesus Christ, the ship is insane. Makes me rethink if I'm going to get the Yoshino or this thing, because this thing looks ridiculous. Now, Wargaming may or may not nerf it in the future, because who knows with Wargaming anymore, but currently this looks crazy. So he was detected and targeted there for a second. However, no shells are coming his way. There's another fire on God knows what, probably the Georgia in the background or the Kerr first. That's a fire on the Ibuki. He's up to 14 fires now, and we're only 8 minutes in. He's up to 120,000 damage, 235 shell hits now. Good lord. Again, focusing on the Alaska. Another fire, bringing that total up to 16 fires now. Apparently he got one in there from... Oh, there's another one. Jesus Christ. 17 fires. Oh my god. His choices of targets are getting a bit slim now. By the way, they have sunken no ships in the meantime. Friendly team is still down 2 ships. Friendly team's now down 3 ships. Red Alaska just took out the friendly Shimakaze. Ibuki has... Oh, there's Witherer. He hasn't even sunk anyone yet, and there's Witherer. Ibuki has stuck his head out, and Renamed is giving him his... Oh, never mind. There we go. That's one dead Ibuki. So now the first ship down on the enemy team is the Ibuki, sunk by Renamed. Thankfully, the Hindenburg also managed to take out an Iowa, so now the friendly team is catching up on the kills, but they're still behind by quite a lot with the points. There's another fire. So in the Hindenburg, he switches over to AP here since the Hindenburg is giving him his broadside and with Russian velocity and small caliber guns. Oh, well, never mind. We don't get to find out because the friendly Montana just removed the Hindenburg from the game. Another cheeky little map peek there. Alaska's back within range. This is some Rainbow Six angles he's getting on here. I'm sure that Alaska probably hates himself. Up there are some torpedoes. Well, looks like they just ran out of steam. So good thing he had Hydra up either way, so he saw him coming. Georgia's coming around the corner. He switches over to AP here. Oh, they did not stop. That was been a glitch in the replay. There they are. Georgia's coming around the corner here. Switch over to AP because Georgia was coming out broadside. But, well, Georgia's not going bound one, which is very smart. Looks like the friendly team has gotten the memo that they need to sink ships in order to win, and now enemy ships are starting to fall. Georgia takes a guess shot there, gets a fairly good hit on the small links. Renamed is aiming for the Georgia superstructure, as he should, getting a fair amount of damage for just pounding the superstructure over and over and over again. Georgia actually turns into that torpedo, which causes a flood. Ooh, looks like Renamed has drifted out of his smoke screen. Not sure if he meant to do that or not. But, Georgia gets a couple of good hits in on the small links, but Renamed manages to get the kill on the Georgia. Whew, that was a lot that just happened there. That near miss, by the way, just knocked out the steering gears on the small links. That should be a testament to how crappy the armor on this thing is. But he's done a good job of staying behind islands and just absolutely raining hell down on the enemy team. Find it funny that someone pings his location since he's responsible for almost half the kills on the enemy team. They're probably asking him to move up to cap, but I mean that is a destroyer's job. You don't want to get too far close in with a light cruiser like this. Same thing happens to Minotaurs and Lancers when they get too close to the cap and they get detected. Well, they cease existing. But there's not much time for the loading crew to get a break. I don't know if this thing even has a loading crew, if it's just freaking auto loaders because of this rate of fire. Because Renamed is now working on the Montana. Sets 2 fires, which brings his fire total up to 20 fires this game. 201,000 damage done, 504 shell hits, two ships sunk, 4 planes shot down somewhere in there, 1 torpedo hit, and 1 flood. So the friendly destroyer is now capping the B cap. And something took, I think it was the Yoshino, managed to clip Renamed small links there. He's currently chewing through the Montana right now. He's being targeted by, actually I think that might be, judging by that stream of AP, that's either a Minotaur or a Neptune. He pops his last smoke screen. Oh, yep, there's the Yoshino. There's another fire. Jesus. And I was getting the position to rain hell down upon this Yoshino. Now, Yoshino is another HE spam ship, but it's not this level of HE spam because it's a heavy cruiser, so there's a reasonable amount of times between the shells. Oh, there's Confederate. And there's High Caliber. And there's another fire because why the hell not? B is being flipped right now. Is it being... No, it's not being contested. The friendly gearing is finishing off the cap of B. So now it's 2 caps versus 2 caps again. Friendly team is down. Yep, both teams are down 5 ships, so ships are even. It's down to the points now. Yoshino's about to eat. No, he's actually not about to eat his daily dose of torpedoes. So never manages to take it out the curve first. Yep, Yoshino manages to do a reverse torpedo beat there, but Renamed is still just throwing a HE into his face. Jeez. Looks like he set another fire on the Yoshino. And there we go. Yoshino's not out yet. Oh, enemy daring just took out the friendly Iowa. So this is a pretty dang close game. Friendly team is down by not quite 200 points. Looks like it's 130, 140 points-ish. So this is going to be close. Friendly team only has 1 destroyer left. Enemy team has both of their DDs up and running. The enemy team is moving into A to kick out the friendly battleship who is trying to flip it. Ooh, Montana's not Montana's lucky day right now. Experiencing a severe amount of HE spam. Looks like the Yoshino and the Montana are having a staring contest in A. If the Montana can get around the corner without the Yoshino's torch being launched, you can pretty easily delete the Yoshino. There's also another friendly enemy battleship in C as well. Oh, nope, there's a Minotaur, my bad. So yeah, that's a lot of torpedoes that the Montana's probably about to eat. Enemy Iowa moving into the B cap. So the Montana's trying to creep around the corner there at A. Yoshino moving around the corner because, well, it's either move up or potentially get deleted by the Montana. Which means he's back within Renamed user's range. Another fire. He's up to 26 fires now. Jesus, this thing is crazy. So he's checking his surroundings. That's good. Enemy daring. Up there goes the friendly Zhao. Ooh, friendly Montana manages to burn down the Yoshino. That's interesting. One of the fires started by its secondaries. Very, very interesting. What if he's doing some torpedoes from the Minotaur now? Looks like the enemy daring's going after the friendly Hindenburg. Oh, there's the Montana. Enemy team is up to 800 points. Friendly team is only up to 630 points. But thanks to the bravery of that Montana, the Montana was stopping the points gain of the enemy team at the A cap, but now the Montana is dead. So the enemy team is now getting both points gains from both caps. Enemy Daring looks like he's about to slip out into... Oh, enemy Cabarrus too. So this is both of the enemy team's destroyers. They're both unloading onto the Hindenburg. But Renamed User is moving into position to, well, quite frankly, erase them with his small links. He's up to 297,000 damage right now, by the way. It's an insane amount of damage. So the enemy team is now just under 100 points away from winning the game. So friendly team has to start sinking ships in order to either sinking ships or capping caps in order to stop that points gain. Daring showing Smolnink's full broadside. Look at this. Absolutely just whittling away at the Daring. Well, not whittling away, just removing the Daring's health. And there we go. And a friendly Hindenburg manages to finish him off. Cabarrus, I don't know what this Cabarrus is doing. Most Cabarrus should be running around at full blast the entire match. This guy's just sitting, slowly going into reverse. But, I mean, hey, it's definitely in favor for Renamed User and his team right now. So Renamed User here switches over to AP. And watch how well this works against this DD. Well, once he manages to get a hit. So that's 520 with a bunch of overpins. There we go. Good solid hit. 2,574 damage done there. Whew. Alright, 308,000 damage done. They managed to prevent the enemy team from winning. There's 3 minutes left in the game. There's one cruiser, 2 battleships left alive, which is an Iowa and a Montana still surviving around the eastern front where Renamed User is at. And I believe that is the Minotaur that is still alive over at A. Friendly Daring is now pushing into A to start capping it, or at least just contest the points from the enemy team. He's hiding behind the island, and the Minotaur is out of the cap. So unless the Minotaur wants to get back into the cap, A will shortly be green. So now this leaves Renamed User and a small Lynx to take care of. Oh, here's the Minotaur. To take care of an Iowa and a Montana that was last spotted over here. I'm sorry, it looks like the Montana is over at the A cap. I believe it is the Iowa that is showing over here by the D cap. 932 points left, 2 minutes. 932 points for the enemy team, 2 minutes, 17 seconds left on the clock. It's going to come down, probably going to come down to points. Unless things somehow melt to, well, with the small links, anything's possible. So there's the Montana. Looks like that. There is the Iowa, 14 kilometers away. Now the thing is, Renamed User is out of smokescreen. So if he wants to open up on the Iowa, he either needs to get an island between him and the Iowa, or just pray that Orange Jesus is on his side, because even if the enemy team, if the Iowa manages to hit him, it doesn't really matter what angle he's at. It's going to do a good chunk of damage. And there is someone in the all chat saying, "Good luck sinking everyone in time." Renamed User has just accepted that challenge, sir. So, let's see if he can do it. That was 7 pins on the Iowa. Montana down to 18,000 damage, just within Renamed User's range now. He is now unleashing a fiery Russian hell upon the Montana. 1 fire set already. Burning away nicely. Looks like the Montana is out of damage con. No, he's not out of damage con. He's now just used damage con, which means that any fire damage is going to stick. Oh my god, there's an Iowa firing AP. Ooh, that could have been much worse. Montana also opening up on Renamed User. Gearing manages to sink the enemy Minotaur. Absolute boss play pulled off right there. Montana showing broadside. Renamed User switching over to AP now. 45 seconds left on the clock. The enemy team still has the points lead. Someone has to sink these battleships in order for green team to win. 3 caps are now green. 1 cap is red. Enemy team still has a 30 points lead. Something has to go down. Renamed User's name Smolniks is hemorrhaging hit points from all this AP it's taking from the battleships. Another fire set on the Montana. Another fire set on the Iowa. He's got 2 fires burning. Switching over to AP, staying focused on the Montana, trying to get him off of the playing field. There, the Montana is down. Iowa within torpedo range. He launches the torpedoes. Iowa is turning broadside, turning into the torpedoes. 5 seconds left on the clock. Smolniks goes down. And with a 15 points lead, renamed user's team manages to secure the win. If time hadn't run out, those torpedoes definitely would have hit Iowa. Would have been over anyway. Renamed user would have got a crack-in, although in my book, good lord, after that performance there at the end, that is for sure a crack-in. So, renamed user finishes the match with, well over 300,000 damage. Good lord. Jeez. Over 300,000 damage. Over 900 shell hits on enemy ships. 20... Did he hit 30 fires? Let me check real quick. He hit 29 fires, not quite 30 fires. 358,000 damage. 958 hits. I can't really tell. I'm watching this in the previewer. 10,000 XP, 2,000 free XP. And of course he finishes top of his team. 4 kills with 3,300 and some change base XP. Good lord, if this isn't a just infomercial for the small links, I don't know what is. Whew, small links or not, that was some very, very good positioning, very, very good gameplay, very, very good use of tactics and use of cover there by renamed user. And certainly, if it wasn't for him, his team would not have won that match. That was a very close game, a very enjoyable game to watch, so good job, renamed user, and good lord, I hope I never play against you, especially in the small things. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We're on our way to 4,000 subscribers. We're getting very, very, very close to hitting that goal. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about renamed user's gameplay, what you think about the small links. I'm sure plenty of you will tell me that. So anyway, guys, hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Hope to catch all of you guys in the next one.